Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elyse and I make videos every Tuesday talking about my post-grad stresses and successes and my path to some sort of creative career. In this video today, I'm going to share with you my experience of being a Spanish major and also my recent journey and path to pick up Spanish again and really continue to practice it. So first, I'm going to share my background with you, and then I'm going to show you my plan to start practicing Spanish again. So yes, I graduated from Trinity University with a triple major in art, communication, and Spanish. Spanish started out as a minor for me, but I ended up bumping it to be a major because I took a bunch of classes in it. I didn't want to stop taking classes in it. And I thought if I were to finish a minor in about 2 years, and then not continue to learn the language, what's the point? So I took on the challenge of doing several more hours of the major and I got it done. And actually I got to study abroad in the summer of 2019 between my junior and senior years. And that was such an amazing opportunity and helped me wrap up the Spanish major and get the hours in there. For some more information about me and kind of where I'm at in my level, I would say that I'm about an advanced intermediate or kind of in the beginning levels of advanced Spanish. I don't really know exactly. I can read very comfortably, I can write very comfortably. My listening is a little weak sometimes, and so is my speaking, so I'm going to try and really focus on building a strong vocabulary and also improving my listening skills, but also returning to grammar, because for me at my school, I didn't have to take any grammar courses because I took the AP Spanish exam in high school and was able to place out of the initial grammar courses you would normally take. So I need a refresher. And the last thing that I want to mention is that I also worked as a Spanish Writing Center and Grammar Center tutor. So I have some experience there. So now let's get into my plan a bit. So for the supplies that I'm using, I'm really just using a notebook, Spanish dictionary, or Spanish Dict. It's a really good website. I'm using this book that I'll put up on the screen. I just found it online and through looking through Reddit boards or Reddit posts, trying to figure out what's the best learning textbook to use. And then I got a lot of inspiration to do this language learning plan by watching the Blissbean and Lynx. They both put really good videos up about language learning, so I'll link them here as well. But yeah, so I really want to focus on my listening and my vocabulary and my grammar. And hopefully speaking. I don't really know how I can exactly do that, but that is something that I am wanting to do. So what I've decided to do is whenever I got my grammar book, I noticed that there were 26 units in this book. And what's great about that is there were 26 weeks left in the year whenever I discovered that. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna just do one grammar lesson a week to review. And also I would say with this book, it's really great for me at my level. I would say it's definitely not good for beginners, but I was really excited to find something that encompasses all of Spanish grammar, but it's not really starting from square one. You kind of have to have some of the previous knowledge, and it's more of a review for more advanced learners. So I am doing those grammar lessons, and then the next thing that I'm doing is I've installed Anki on my computer, and I've heard about this from a lot of Reddit pages and also from YouTubers who do language learning. It's been really fun so far to practice. I need to make it more of a daily thing, but I'm trying to at least do it 4 times a week. And so that's just going over the vocab that I get from some of the other activities that I will talk about that I'm gonna do. The next thing that I'm doing is going through songs that I really love and translating them into English, because I did this whenever I was in, I think, middle school and mostly in high school for a lot of my Spanish classes, and this was one of my favorite things to do and one of my favorite ways to learn, and so I really wanted to bring this back. So that's a tip if you're looking for things to do. Think about your Spanish education or your language learning education. Even if you're trying to learn a new language now, think about what activities really made you happy and excited and really stimulated your brain to learn. And I wanted to do a TV series in Spanish, but then I realized I don't really like TV that much. It depends, but I don't like sitting down and watching like 40-minute episodes of a show. So it just kind of, goes with the point of just do what makes your brain happy and what helps you learn. The next thing I'm doing is Spanish listening videos. I mentioned that I am really set on improving my listening skills, and these are a great way to do that. So if you just go on YouTube, you can really find a lot of resources for Spanish listening. It's just kind of like 30 minutes of people talking and you just listen to them. And if there are words you don't know, you can write them down. So that has been really fun for me to do and a good way to, it's not super passive, I have to be active, but it's just a good way to listen to something, be focused, but also be able to maybe doodle on the side too. Another thing that I am doing is trying to read 3 articles in Spanish every week. I'm really just looking at El País and also the New York Times in Spanish. I have a subscription through my school, so I'm just gonna be reading that. And those have been really fun, and that's where I get a lot of my vocabulary. Whenever I add it into my notebook and my Anki flashcards, I get a lot of vocab from these articles, and I make sure to learn them if I don't know them. So I do 3 of those a week, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and then the last thing that I'm doing, which isn't on my little progress tracker, is I have my phone in Spanish, and it's been really good. I've done it before. Whenever I was in Madrid last summer, I had my phone in Spanish and it was great. To finish this video, I'll just give you a quick update of how it's been going so far. I've been doing it for about 3 weeks and really enjoying it. I forgot how much I love to learn and study Spanish, and so it's been really nice and a good thing to fill my time during this post-grad job searching period. But yeah, I really have been liking it. I think that for a lot of people, this might be sort of the bare minimum of what they're doing. There are a lot of more aggressive language learners out there, which I think is great. But for the time being, this is what works for me. And I hope that you maybe got some good tips from this video about language learning. But yeah, this is kind of just a checking in video saying that I'm doing this, and I want to update in a few weeks or months, and definitely at the end of the year, to share with you how my Spanish has improved. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I have a podcast that goes up on Saturdays. It's called The Draw Pod, so you should check that out. And I will see you then, and please like and subscribe and everything. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.